what's up guys, it's Dan and I'm here for another video. Today's video is going to be a shorter one and more of one I've not really done before, and that is going to be a comparison between the Clone Army Customs ARC Trooper Jesse and the Arealight ARC Trooper Jesse. So I'm going to be covering the pricing and my preference with the colouring and just how accurate it is to the actual character's armour in the Clone Wars. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to go over the pricing first. So for me, the Clone Army Customs one was more expensive to get, as the time when I got this, Firestar Toys did not have the Clone Army Customs ARC Trooper Jesse helmet. It's now in stock. I believe it still is because they put it up a few days ago, but it could have by now sold out because their stock goes like crazy. So this was part of the order that I got from the States, which should have already been uploaded last week, and this was the most expensive because I had to buy it straight from the States. So if you take into consideration the postage and the import costs, it was quite pricey. I had about £20, if we round it up, £20 import cost, including, we'll say that's probably including the shipping. So yeah, it was quite pricey to get hold of, which in my case it kind of was worth it because I did get quite a lot of other stuff with it. Like I got loads of other helmets and some weapons and everything. So in that case it was sort of worth it. But if, for example, I was only buying the cloth and the helmet from them and, you know, paying for international costs, it would no way have been worth it whatsoever, and I know would have just waited for Firestar to release it. But yeah, so we'll probably say, so the flat rate for the helmet is $4 and the cloths are, I believe they're $5. That's about $9. We'll say that's about £7 in UK pricing. So yeah, that's that. Next up we have the Arealight one. This is not the Arealight cloths, this is the Cape Cantina cloths. Cape Cantina cloths are really good. When it comes to the cloths between Clone Army Customs and Cape Cantina, definitely prefer Cape Cantina's one. The only issue with Cape Cantina's is they do like to keep coming back up. Like you put pressure on it to make it stick down, it will just pop back up. But the detailing is so much better on these than these ones. As you can tell, the pauldrons are different. They kind of do it when you apply the pauldron on here. You have to do some really tedious folding thing because it's got like separate holes and everything. So it is really annoying, and you can always see the fold lines, which just makes it not as nice in my point of view. As you can see, it just doesn't look as nice. And again, it's just blank here, and this was quite tedious to put on as well, and it looks a bit messy. But whereas on the Arealight one, you can see it's got all the it's got the little, I don't know what you'd call that, pouch here. You've got all the lines. It actually looks like the pauldron design from the show. You've got the lines for each like section of it, and then on the Karma, you have got it all detailed. As you can see, it's got more armor pouches going all the way around, so it's not just blank. So by far, Cape Cantina wins when it comes to cloths, and Clone Army Custom loses, in my preference, of course. With the helmets, we'll just take the helmets off, and then I'll go over the full pricing of these. The Arealight one, I guess we'll just say. So the helmets, Clone Army Customs have always been known for having their visor designs a bit odd compared to the normal clone you would have. It doesn't bother me too much, honestly, but when it comes to the visors and you compare it to the official Lego helmet designs, Arealight is pretty much closer to it. The visors, I believe, are a bit thicker on Arealights, but yeah. Also feel like the emblem here is scaled down a bit. It's kind of hard. This seems a bit too small, but on the Arealight one, it seems a bit too big. There's not a medium between it, and the design aspect really goes to Arealight because they actually did bother doing it black, whereas they just left it blue on here, and the design looks much better on here, apart from it being a bit too big. However, the issue with Arealight ones, you can see the paint, so the blue paint is kind of coming through the white. I don't know why that is. It don't think it's just mine, I think it's all of them. They all seem to be a bit like that. Whereas there is no paint bleeding through issues on the Clone Army Customs one. As you can see, there is some colour differentiation. If I said that right, they've got the white there, the blue there. I can't remember what's right. I'll put a picture of Jesse up anyway, so you guys can see, because I can't remember. But yeah. Arealight do seem to go up in value more on resales compared to Clone Army Customs. I think it's because it's more accurate. But also, Arealights are based in the Philippines, I believe, whereas Clone Army Customs are in the States. And there's not many people who do resell Arealight, and when they do not have much stock of it. For instance, Firestar Toys, they do not carry much stock, and they always tend to go out of stock more than the Clone Army Customs version. So when it came to getting this guy, I put them on the wrong way. When it came to getting the Arealight and the cloths, I believe the cloths with US shipping were £4, I believe. Helmet was £4 with my discount, the 15% discount code you get when you're a returning customer. It came to £8. So again, there's practically not really much of a price difference. There's probably about a £1 price difference roughly. In my personal preference, I'd say I give it to Arealight Customs. There are a few issues with the helmet, I know, like the bleeding through, but I prefer the design. It's more accurate to the actual clones, whereas Clone Army Customs, they've had the helmet design for years, and the visor, it's just too small. It's too squished. You can kind of see there's quite a lot of room they could work with to make it thicker. They have recently redesigned their helmets, which look so much better now, but they've not done many of them. I believe they've done 212, the Devis ones, which I can't remember what Legion that is. The Green Legion, I can't remember what that one is. 501st, and I think that's all of them, or maybe the Blige unit as well. But I really want to see them do Wolfpack ones and then move on to like the more individual name characters. But yeah, so like I said, I definitely prefer Arealight all the way. Again, with the cloths, I just don't really like the cloths on here. They do feel a bit more flimsy as well, not as thick. Whereas they're thicker on here, more detail on them. These cloths were cheaper than the Clone Army Customs ones, yet there's more designs on the Cape Cantina ones. So you're kind of better off getting the Cape Cantina ones because it's cheaper and it's got more details on it. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. So thank you all for watching this video. Remember to go drop a like, remember to go and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
You know of the rebellion against the Empire?
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I